Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
In this era of extreme possibilities, re-envisioning and reimagining business is key to accelerating growth. Partnering with someone who can deliver more is critical. Yash's customer-centric partnership approach helps customers address myriad challenges and drive business success. Come what may, we combine extensive experience, robust technology expertise, and flexible engagement models to help businesses navigate seamlessly into the era of everything digital. Being consultative, collaborative, and accountable, we deliver more transformative outcomes while hand-holding customer stakeholders. Harnessing our 50 centers of excellence and 3 digital innovation centers, we deliver specialized services to a wide range of industry verticals. Leading industry analysts and advisors recognize
अच्छा फिर भी ये नीचे से एक 1500 लाना पड़ेगा इसको चेंज करके, तो अभी चले जाऊँ या वेट करूँ? अच्छा ब्लैक, एक मिनट में बोल बोलो। अभी मैंने दोबारा खोला है। अभी आ रहा है ठीक है आपके पास या अभी भी इशू आ रहा है? चले मैं फिर कैमरा चेंज करता हूँ। मैं कैमरा चेंज करता हूँ। हाँ ये असल में ये कह रहा थी 50 में कोई प्रॉब्लम है इसमें, फिर बीजीएमआई का इशू आ रहा है तो उसका कैमरा चेंज। हाँ जी कैमरा उतार रहा हूँ। नहीं वो नहीं कम करती, नहीं करती, ट्राई करता हूँ। अच्छा नहीं वो हाँ वही ला रहा हूँ, वही ला रहा हूँ। मैं वही लाता हूँ, ला रहा हूँ। ओके 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 बाय बाय बाय।
in Houston, Australia taking on USA. A huge appeal, first up in the first over, probably for the height. Umpire, yeah, there you go, indicating it to the square leg umpire as well. Just a little more height that was needed to be hitting him down there on the knee roll. Low full toss again, swept away nicely. Probably had some bat on that one. Matt McClary and Adnan Khwaja in the middle for Australia to begin the batting. As USA, of course, will be very, very keen to try and have a good start with the ball. Most important that they're operating with the slip in place. Oh, good turn, very good turn. Appeal for the stumping, and what a nice take behind the stumps as well. A very interesting take behind the stumps. Good over this from Arun Toludar, very experienced. A couple of deliveries in, and of course, just that one single, the first ball, the appeal that came in against Adnan Khwaja, the left-hander. Another nice flatted delivery, good drive off the mark is Matt McClary. So this is the Australia-USA bilaterals that's happening in Houston, Texas, Pereira V Cricket Complex as well. After the first over, of course, 3 for no loss. USA winning the toss, electing to bowl first. Second over in play already. That's begun nicely as well. Matt McClary and Adnan Khwaja in the center. Arun Toludar just giving away that 3 runs. Beginning the second over, winning the toss and electing to bowl. Trying to keep things very visible in the second innings when they come out to chase. A nice back of the leg delivery. That one cut back in. Rajiv Fernando. I've seen him play a lot of tournaments. Nice pasty delivery first up. White ball just nipping back in from the particular delivery, just starting off the outside off, then coming back in sharply. But, McCurry not getting behind the line, I'd say. Once again, nicely tucked off the back foot. Similar looking delivery as well from Rajiv Fernando. The over 50s bilateral series 2026. Of course, cricket Australia Masters versus Master Cricket USA team taking on against each other in this wonderfully set up nice stadium here as well. And now, Adnan Khwaja does not have the slip for him. He's got, right, there we go, wide delivery. He's got that wide-ish gully sort of a fielder out there. Probably just trying to take the ball across the left-hander. Arun Toludar, of course, had that slip very nicely going in. Tucked away around the corner. A cautious start, of course, for Australia. 4 for no loss. Width on offer, wide delivery again. Just outside that wide line. Doesn't like it. Sajid Fernando. It was called wide. Yes, it was. Pulled away. That's gone in the gap. And towards that mid-wicket region. There will be a single on offer. First attractive and attacking shot that came out of Matt McClary's bat. Sajid Fernando has that nice angle. Lofted straight down the ground. That's a good shot to start off. And it's probably gone all the way. That's a signal from the umpire. First 6 of this T20 clash. And that's come off Adnan's bat. Half volley, fuller in length. Got behind the line of the ball and got under the length. You can see Sajid Fernando's reaction. That extra ball, that extra wide delivery that he had to re-bowl, causing a lot of runs. We'll get you that confirmation on the scoreboard as well very quickly.
डिस्टॉर्शन उधर ही है लेकिन माई कैमरा आपका मेरा कैमरा ठीक आ रहा है
Lofted and once again just outside the edge and taken. Good catch. Well, that's the first wicket. As Australia have lost Matt McClary. Wanted to go down the wicket, and Arun Toludar starting the third over in a very comfortable fashion as well. Just goes across, gives a bit of an air that was needed. What a nice way. What a nice way to go out there and pick up that wicket. Down the ground, full toss. Rajiv Shah has come out there and he's just played away towards that mid-wicket region. Starts off nicely as well. Brett Crawford joining in Craig McKay. Huge appeal, but then again he was way down the wicket.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I can hear you. और मेरा टिकर भी मुझे पीछा कर रहा है मैंने आ रहा है यार.
That was drifting down the leg side. That was clipped away nicely. Boundary here for Brett Crawford. Good timing, very good timing. As he just nudges that one nicely around the corner. 18 for 1 on the board. Stepping down the wicket and again sweeping it with a lot of comfort. And of course, there is that slip. What a turn. What a wonderful turn from Rajiv Shah. End of the over. 3 overs gone. 22 for 1. Full toss. It just drags it from outside the off stump and probably that's gone the distance as well towards deep mid-wicket region. 1 bounce boundary. Mohsin Khan comes in. Just probably doesn't get the length right. First up. This gives away a freebie to start off with. There we see a left-hander. Just easy as it takes. Nice little bread butter shot in the morning. Goes to show how much of a control the left-handers have while playing it towards mid-wicket. Another full toss. No ball called. That's over the waist. Fine leg is up in the ring. And that's run away to the boundary ropes as well. It's a bad length once again from Mohsin Khan. Just needs to get that length right. No ball and a boundary. So the next ball, of course, without a doubt, will be a free hit. That was tough. Should be saying tough on the bowler that he missed that length and very close to be hit as well by the batter on the waist. Craig McKay played it really well. Like I said, it's the free hit. Now gets the length really right. And that slow ball swinging across the line on that occasion. Craig McKay does well to get that free hit as a dot delivery. Once again, good morning everybody here as USA have won the toss and elected to field first. I'm Navin Shauri bringing to you this Australia A versus USA A match. Just back of the line delivery, tucked away towards point. He'll get that single away. And yes, this is a very important match as well in this T20 setup that's happening at Houston, Texas, Pereira View Cricket Complex PV5 grounds. Australia starting off nicely with Brett Gofford and Craig Mackay. Full toss on the legs, misfield slightly at that shot back out of square. That'll allow another run to be taken in. Full toss, but oh, that was close. That was mighty close. Craig Mackay had to come back in quickly. Shy at the stumps from mid-wicket. Probably had only one stump to aim. Jay was quick. Probably didn't hit the stumps on the full. Yeah, like I said, only one stump to aim from that angle. Kind of tough, but if luck goes your way, you probably would have got Craig Mackay out. Again, first he steps down the wicket, but then doesn't connect the ball. End of the fourth over, 34 for 1 now. Australia. Start of another over. Rajiv Shah brings in that straightish, low, flatted delivery. Craig was trying to sweep him. But then huge appeal turning down. And now he plays him with a straighter bat. Finds the gap at mid-wicket. That's running away to the boundary rope as well. And will not reach that. Will be pulled back in. A couple of runs. Master Cricket USA 50s, of course, this bilateral series that's happening. Australia A versus USA A. Rajiv Shah into his third over already. 13 runs that he's conceded in the third over, and he's also picked up that wicket. Remember, that was a nice way to get it, and leaving the left-hander outside the off stump. Good ball. Steve Mudford, because Aparaswamy Balaji had that good catch in Rajiv Shah's bowling. Tucked away. Once again, he'll get that single. Very important that now USA tries to keep the scoreboard ticking as much as they can, because what happens is against Rajiv Shukla, it's not easy. It's not easy to get those runs because he's bowling it slow. He's bowling it very accurately as well, and also gives that extra loop to the ball where it's not easy to pick him up. Rajiv Shukla has got so much control in his bowling. Of course, Moshin Khan was a little expensive. 23 runs that came in his previous over. Makes it a full toss. Oh, what a stop! Oh, look at that for a catch. Phenomenal. Diving full length towards his right. And that is some taking. That is some fitness levels as well. Astonishing and also just amazing at the same time. Stepping down the wicket was Brett Crawford. And that catch was stunning to light things up this morning in Houston. 37 and Rajiv Shukla picks up. Rajiv Shah, in fact, picks up another wicket. Let's watch that again. Going down the wicket and the dive. Just at that short extra cover. Phenomenal from Raj. But rather, he is a definite live wire on the field. And also when he is out there with the bat. So Rajiv Shah strikes once again. And Australia lose their second wicket, 37 for 2 now. That's brought in Christian Stacey at number 4. He'll be sitting out there in the dugout and watching Rajiv Shah tie things down against Australia. He's got a slip now in place. Good ball to begin and what an over. Just 3 runs and a wicket. Fire was gone. 37 for 2. At beginning of the last over of the power play. That was going down the leg side. Just nudging out on that occasion. Just going down on the legs. Last over of the power play beginning really well here from Syed, who's coming to the attack. Syed Shanawaz. Width was on offer. Christian Safety just finds the man at short covers. Ground fielding again has been top notch from USA. They won the toss, elected to field first in this big T20 clash against Australia. Gets off the mark with that nice drive. There is long on. Like I said, last over of the power play, and they will want to make it count. They'll want to make it count in a big way. Craig McKay gets the strike after, I think, at least 5 deliveries ago. He was off strike. Craig McKay. He's on 20 of 14 deliveries. Shanawaz just does not allow any room. Lofted and will beat the man at mid-on. That's going to go towards the long on boundary. Good timing. That'll release a lot of pressure. Craig McKay, good timing. And also that placement. Because it is the last over of the power play, he's just making sure he uses that to good effect. Mid-on was up in the ring. Nothing too wrong with the ball in terms of the line, but the length was, I guess, a touch fuller that allowed McKay to get under the length and then loft it over long on. Again, just goes down on one knee and picks him over towards that square leg boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here as Australia make a good use of the last over of the power play. Shayad Shanawaz getting a little costly in the last 2 deliveries. Power play done. 47 for 2 on the board. Australia will not complain. Let's look at that once again. He was anticipating that ball to come into the pads. Yeah, there we go. Good anticipation from McKay. Just went down on one knee and shot back out of square inside the ring because, like I said, just that last ball of the power play. And after which, USA can actually spread the field across. And there you see that's exactly what the captain's doing. Spreading the field outside. Rajiv Shah will continue and bowl out his quota of 4 overs. Oh, just leaves it away. Leaves that one alone. Stacey, he knows that this is the last over for Rajiv Shah. He does not have to see him again in this match. Just trying to give him a lot of respect. And that's lofted nicely. There's a man at long off. After the power play, USA have spread the field across nicely. T20 game can also swing either way in just 1 over, isn't it? Last 2 deliveries of the power play was nice. Outside edge. Oh, that beats the man at slips. That was a genuine edge. Craig McKay would have had the long walk back to the dugout if that was stacking just a little more slower to the slips. Big let go here. He was trying to keep the ball down and then played the ball so late. Yeah, of course, it traveled very quickly to the man at slips. But if that would have stuck in the hand, it would have been another stunning catch from USA in the ground. But 50 up here for Australia. And Craig McKay will continue to loft it. And now taken at backward of point. Well. The life that he got at slips does not live long, as bowling Rajiv Shah for the 4th over consecutively has paid off for USA. He's picked up the 3rd wicket. It was wide. It was short of a length delivery. Had to go for it, McKay, but played it late. Played it very late, and the man was waiting there at backward of point. Easy catch. Another wicket going down. Craig McKay was trying to turn things around. Has to have that long walk back to the dugout. Gone for 30 of 19 deliveries. Australia 50 for 3 now. Last ball of Rajiv Shah's spell. What a phenomenal spell here against Australia. Simon Tape has walked out at number 5. Rajiv Shah has picked up all the 3 wickets that's fallen. And out of those, the catch from Raj Badradre was such a stunning one. And then Mohsin Khan taking the very important catch of Craig McKay at backward of point. And of course, Steve Mudford dismissed for 4 with a good catch from Appar Sami as well. So what USA have done in the field is they have caught everything that's come their way. Right, last ball of Rajiv's is over. What a good spell. 4 overs, 17 runs and 3 wickets. Ends his spell in a strong way. 7 overs gone, 50 for 3.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
भाई अभी बारिश आ रही है तो 1 बजे बारिश से चेक करें। किसने बोला वो पूरा दिन बारिश नहीं है?
Syed Chanawaz now. Full toss, second delivery of the 8th over. Doesn't time it really well. Probably wouldn't have thought that he'll miss out on that one. But what a spell from Rajiv Shah. We were talking about that in the previous over, isn't it? 4 overs, 17 runs and 3 wickets. Oh, that one was leaving Simon Tape outside the off stump. This ball is still swinging. It's eighth over in the progress now, and still that new ball has something to offer if it's been bowled, used along nicely with the air. Now he gets off the mark, Simon Tape. Australia have had a good start. What has also happened is they've lost wickets. They've lost wickets to to the spinner who's bowled exceptionally well this morning. With was on offer, doesn't time it well. Stacey will get a single to put Simon Tape back on strike. I was just trying to say that all the more important for them to now have a little partnership going. Generally, don't associate the T20 format with the long partnerships. Yes, of course, agreed, but still, that small little partnership, 25-30 run partnership, that is much needed now. If things need to go well from here on in. Another single down towards the square leg region. 8 overs gone. Quite over this from Shanawaz. 54 for 3.
यार वो सिस्टम एरर दे रहा है भाई, पता नहीं क्या मसला है उसको। उसको ऑन करता हूँ, ब्लैक स्क्रीन आ रही है, ऑन ऑन हो जाता है पूरा, बंद नहीं होता। स्क्रीन बिल्कुल ब्लैक आ रही है और उसको बटन प्रेस करके फुल सेटिंग चेक करनी तो उसको सिस्टम एरर। हवा तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं चल रही, मैं तो गर्मी से मर रहा हूँ बिल्कुल। पता है उसको पानी का बोल रहा हूँ, बहुत गर्मी है। नहीं कूलर ले आऊँ मैं, कूलर ले आऊँ मैं, इसका अंदर से उठा के ले आऊँ, बराबर पानी चाहिए।
Beginning of the 9th over now. Raj into the attack. Starts off with a full toss. Simon just nudges that one away nicely. Down towards the corner. And deep square leg. Get that single away. And now Christian Stacey. Probably a couple of overs now. They will try and rotate strike. Like I said, they will try and maintain that partnership that's really needed now. The need of the hour for Australia as of now is that one. You see once again, no big shots. That's attempted because they know that Raj is trying to ask them to go for the big shot. There lofts one, but there is a man at long on. Will only be the single. You'll have to be very careful in the terms of shot selection because that's been a little bit of a problem for Australia in the morning. They've got out to a little wrong shot selections that's happened against Rajiv Shah, and that's why all 3 wickets that's fallen has been picked up by the ace spinner Raj. He's also very experienced. Like I said, I've seen him in many Master Cricket USA tournaments. Down the leg side. Stumping chance probably going down. That'll be at the back of his mind. Sanjay is a very good keeper though. Generally doesn't let anything go away. But this one Should have taken that opportunity. It's letting that one go, and there's another little life here for Simon. What's that again? Down the leg side. His back leg was not in the crease, and the bat was out. If he had collected the ball, yeah, Simon would have probably walked back to the dugout. A small little chance going down in this over. 9 overs gone. 57 for 3 Australia.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Syed Shanawaz will start the 10th over. Slapped away strongly, but straight to the man at short extra cover. Good fielding again. Was a strong shot, but doesn't get the placement right. What the fielders of USA have done is they've compensated the bowlers really well. Just a nudge and a run. We'll get that single. That's very important, isn't it? Because the moment you try to have the feel that runs are going by and it's going away towards the opposition very quickly, you'll need to get that strong support in the field. And that's exactly why Australia have just managed 58 runs and in the 10th over already. Huge shot attempted, but no timing. The pressure, yeah, that's very, very evidently seen now on Simons' shot selection. I was talking about the shot selection. What Australia have done all morning is not had very appreciable shot selections. Now, picks that one from outside the off stump. He's found the gap at mid-wicket. That's probably gone all the way, is it? I reckon it does. We'll have to wait for the umpire's confirmation on that one. Yeah, he's just cross-checking. We'll have to just try and see that once again, maybe. Probably falling inside the ropes. Yeah, that's a signal from the umpire. That's a confirmation that's coming in. I was talking about the shot selections. And once again, a risky shot to play across the line. But yeah, it's the shorter format of the game. You need to take those risks. But good placement though. Very good placement. Simon once again wanted to go big. Shanawaz, brilliant enough to change the pace of the ball. And also what he has done pretty well as Shanawaz is also short on the length. The previous one was so full that it allowed Simon to get under that length and have that elevation to go towards that mid-wicket region. But now just shortens the length very smartly and also alters the pace, cuts the pace down completely. Last ball of the 10th over. Again a slow one. Just that small little off-cutter will only be the single towards deep point. So halfway mark. 10 overs gone. 63 for 3 Australia. And probably we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Yeah, after 10 overs, 63 for 3, and players take drinks.
हाँ अब बेहतर हुआ. हाँ बेहतर हो गया, बेहतर हो गया, बेहतर हो गया. Yeah, I can hear you, I can hear you. हाँ ठीक है, मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So players have finished taking drinks as we see that batting card. Only Craig McKay, 30 of 20 deliveries, did well to start the 11th over. Raj comes in and both the dot ball. Sanjay once again behind the stumps. Does recover well, but Simon Tape. It's him and Stacey now. We've got that 13-run partnership of 19 deliveries. They'll have to now try and get Australia somewhere near, say, 100 from here on in. 163 will be really good, a total on this wicket. And that'll put USA in a bit of a bother while they will be chasing, because remember they had won the toss, selected to field first. So they will be looking at somewhere chasing 140, maybe 135, 140. So 20, 25 runs extra will definitely have Australia in the driver's seat, and that's exactly what they'll be looking at now. 100 runs from here on in the next 10 overs. So that's probably the plan that they would have discussed during the drinks as well.
प्लेयर के ऊपर ट्विटर के ऊपर है ना. ओके ओके ओके.
Clips it, but misfield. Misfield there at mid-wicket. Will allow Simon to go for that single. Very important now as Stacey just puts Simon back on strike, just like that. Played it away towards the point region. So he'll have to make sure that Simon Tate gets most of the strike, because yes, Stacey is also a big hitter. Yes, he can go the long way. And just going down the leg side, a small little inquiry there from Raj. We'll come back to that. 11 overs gone, 66 for 3. I see very clearly going down the leg side, just clearly pitching outside leg. Easy call there for the umpire. Rangarajan, another experienced campaigner, comes across. He's got loads of experience playing the Masters Cricket USA. A lot of tournaments being organized, a lot of matches, a lot of match practice. That's what will come into USA's good efforts in the field, and also Nirav attacking the ball really well from point. Lofts it. There is a man at long off. Simon will get that single. Good lofted drive. So like I was saying, in the previous over, it is Christian Stacey who will have to rotate the strike. No point in holding up one end. Plays it away towards deep point for another single. So this is exactly what he needs to do. And Simon can go the distance. That's the plan very clearly. Shot was good looking and had a nice timing there, but there's a man straight at that deep square leg region. He'll get only a 1, but still Simon's intentions are clear. Once again, Stacey just plays the ball early before it even arrived. It's a bye. That'll be considered in. Yeah, there we go. The umpire just signaling the bye. Sanjay there behind the stumps. Just couldn't collect that one really well. There you see bottom man coming off the bat for Stacey. He played the shot so early. Quick single. He knows how softly he played that one, Simon. And also takes on the fielder at that mid-on region. 12 overs gone, 71 for 3 now.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
The good thing is Simon's on strike against Raj for Australia because he can do this. Picks the length early, goes over the top, goes over long on. 6. Wonderful timing. And against Raj, it's not easy because he will not give you anything for free. You'll have to earn everything. And this is a very well earned 6 to release a lot of pressure. Simon, even though there was a long on, took him on and said, I'm going to go over the top of that long on fielder. And now they can completely milk things around in this over as well. Yeah, see, like I said, just nudging around the corner because the first ball, risky shot, is out of the way. They've got that 6 very nicely. Again, Stacey goes aerial and he'll find the gap against the run of play. Stacey also just trying to go for the shots. It's a boundary for sure. Yeah, that's the confirmation from the umpire towards that mid-wicket region. He did not actually intend to hit it there. And there we go. He was trying to go outside the off stump towards covers, but then Raj, with the amount of variations that he's got, the ball was so very well bowled, slow through the air, and that's where Stacey didn't intend to hit the ball towards mid-wicket, but still he got that boundary. Good for Australia though again, and just when the doctor ordered, it is a very good over here for Australia. They are fighting back, they are punching back, and they're probably trying to say, okay, 145 on the cards. Come on, lads. That's what they'll probably be saying. Nudged away again, single, or probably saying the Australian way, saying, come on, mate. Let's get 145. Come on, lads, is generally the American way of cheering things up. And the Australian way, of course, goes in the come on, mate direction. Last ball. Yeah, projected looks 131, but then 145 is what they'll be thinking as of now. Stacey once again goes over the top, but there's a man at long on. He'll get that single away. Will keep strike for the 14th over. 13 gone, 85 for 3. Good over this for Australia. Right, beginning of the 14th over. That's a good start for Australia. They've got the momentum going, and that's another boundary straight down the ground. Going down the wicket, going outside the line of leg stump, making a lot of room was Stacey. And He gets that one right off the middle of the bat.
मैंने कैसे किया अभी तो
89. They've got the momentum going. They've got the scoreboard ticking as well in a nice way. Once again, he goes and gets caught at long on. Well, good running catch. Once again, it's that ground fielding which is so apt here for US to break any partnership that's brewing. And this was a partnership that was threatening the US side with 43 runs of 39 deliveries, and he's been caught in the deep. Christian Stacey, 21 of 22. And Australia lose a wicket at the wrong time. Strikes at the right occasion there for USA is Rangarajan. Nicely timed catch at long on. He was waiting for it. It was under his throat. And Aparaswamy Balaji's got his second catch of the day. In Australia, yeah, they lose Christian Stacey for 21 of 23 deliveries, 93 for 4 now. Yeah, the bowling card. That's the top of the tree. You see Rajiv Shah, 3 wickets. Now Rangarajan picking up another one. And that's brought Anthony Ferguya in at number 6. Run rate will be checked. And the brakes will definitely be applied. Anthony is here because of the dismissal that we saw. Christian Stacey, he was also trying to match shot per shot with Simon Tape. Oh, that was such an easy dismissal. Gone. Anthony does not disturb the scorers. Second ball, bowled. Rangarajan picks up a second wicket of the over. Well, double blow here for Australia in the over here. He was just playing from the crease. Doesn't get behind the line of the ball. Anthony will have to go for a 0. Australia losing 2 wickets in this over where they should have actually capitalized on that partnership that was trying to really threaten USA. Anthony, you can see him walking back disappointedly. 93 for 5 now. Two wickets in this over. That was the first one. Christian Stacey held out Aparaswamy Balaji with a running catch, and then this one. This was a dream delivery for any off spinner, isn't it? Turning from outside the off stump, coming back into the right-hander and disturbing the middle stump. As that brings at number 7, late days. Right, so Rangarajan has picked up 2 wickets in this over. He's got a ball to go. 93 for 5. Australia, yeah, they just have derailed themselves from 145. What a good over. Couple of boundaries and a couple of wickets. 14 gone, 93 for 5.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ajay Gurriali comes into the attack for the 15th over. USA have got plenty options to play with. Now, what is Simon thinking? He will not probably go for that risky single. First ball. He had a very, very good partnership with Christian Sacey. 40 plus runs partnership. Now he'll have to take all the risks. He'll have to probably trust late days that the scoreboard will be ticking along. Ajay Gurriali once again has a lot of experience playing for Masters Cricket USA. Very good batter. And also can roll his arm over as well. The lineup of the USA batting order is tall and strong. So that's where I was just trying to say, if Australia don't put up 145, 150 on the board, it's going to be a very easy chase for US. Gets off the mark late with that one. Of course, with the likes of Rangarajan and Raj Badare and also Ajay Gurriali. They're all good season campaigners that know how to handle pressure and chase a very formidable total or even a challenging total. So they'll have to make sure that they cross that 140 mark somehow in the next 5 overs. 145. I think that's something that'll test the strong batting lineup of USA. If not, yeah, Australia will be under a lot of pressure while they come out to bowl in the second innings. Nicely timed away. That one behind point. There is a man who will come across from deep point. Cut it down, but a couple of runs. Nice, attractive looking shot there from Leith. They should have crossed the 100-run mark probably a couple of overs ago. But the wickets, Rangarajan striking at the right time. Again, plays it late, plays it behind point. Another challenge out there in the deep. Another couple of runs. 100 up here now for Australia with that one in the 15th over. Aparsamy Balaji, of course, challenged the throw as well from the Australian runners. 100 on the board after 15. Look at that batting order of Australia. There is still Adam Mason to come along. And then probably the lower order batters. Jamie, Mark, Chris, and Mark Musk. Of course, this probably is the stronger recognized pair right here, as their skipper is out there in the middle. Lee Davis alongside with Simon Tate. And Rangarajan will continue. What a phenomenal over. The previous one picked up a couple of wickets, that too dismissing the set batter. Christian Stacey. Simon, huge appeal, and the nod, the finger goes up. That's it. Rangarajan strikes again. And like Rajiv Shah, another experienced campaigner, Rangarajan picks up his third wicket. It was pitching in line and also hitting him below the knee roll. Steve Buckner, yeah, just the nod of the head, the iconic nod of the head before the finger went up. That's it. That was enough for Rangarajan to go out there and celebrate it alongside with Sanjay. Australia in deep trouble now with Simon Tate, the set batter, once again walking back to the dugout. 23 for him out of 25 deliveries, a boundary and a 6. And Australia 100 for 6 now. Perfect LBW decision. Exactly pitching in line, hitting him below the knee roll and also hitting Midland leg. And when the nod of the head goes, that's it. It's the bowler's interesting and a very happy nod from a very long time in the world of cricket. As Mark Lead comes in to join his captain, relatively 2 new batters now for Australia in the middle. Mark Lead comes in at number 8. Rangarajan drawing all his experience out. Bowls a shorter delivery for Mark Lead and a misfield at mid-wicket boundary. A good welcome boundary here to ease a lot of pressure. Rangarajan and the entire USA team would be thinking, come on, that should have been stopped. But still, I didn't like that length that was being bowled by Rangarajan for a new batter. Just nicely sat up, but then that should have definitely been stopped. Happens sometimes. Just taking the eyes off the ball at the last minute, maybe. Good drive down the ground. Long on will come across. Lee Davis and Mark Lead, they'll have to now try and stitch a partnership nicely. At least shouldn't lose a wicket until the 20th over. Maybe that's exactly what they'll be thinking. But along with that, they'll also keep the scoreboard ticking. So it's a bit of a challenge now for, like I said, 2 relatively new batters in the middle. But the skipper, Lee, yeah, of course, he's got a lot of experience as well. So he will have to now bat around the lower order batters to try and put Australia into not a commanding position as of now. You probably can't vouch for that one, but at least very respectable total. That's once again picked nicely and will beat the man at mid-wicket. Boundary again. So 2 very good-looking shots from Mark Lead. Even though there was a man at mid-wicket, he took him on for the second time. Hands on hips means Rangarajan, yeah, he expected even that, of course, to be stopped. Again, a shot of a length. Delivery there from Rangarajan. And tough chance for the catch, but then should have stopped the boundaries, what the expectation was from Rangarajan. Interesting over, a wicket and 2 boundaries. 16 gone, 110 for 6. Down the leg side. And Sanjay will have to now probably go for the chase. And yeah, he'll keep the batters down. Ajay Garyali into his second over. How long can these two batters take time in the middle to go for the big shots? Yeah, USA won't mind these nudging around the corners and singles. They'll be really worried if these two batters start to time the ball really well. That's what they do not want them to do. And they do not want them to probably beat the field in the deep. Leith. Again, nudges one away towards short square. They'll be okay with the ones and the twos, as you say, because they know that the last 4 overs, yeah, it's bound to keep the scorers very busy. But what they'll be really not wanting is those boundary balls somewhere here and there. And for that, such lines are very, very important. Like Ajay Garyali, who just maintains it so tight, doesn't give out anything as well. Another single towards mid-wicket. And all the more important that they do convert those ones into the twos. And that's something that they can also think about if they want to try and put some pressure on the fielder and probably convert those ones into twos. Try and get some unsettling feel in the middle. Try and see that, yeah, they're going for the runs every time. Yeah, of course, that's the intention, but they'll have to be just a little more open about that one. I think it's the end of the 17th over. 117 there on the board for the loss of 6 wickets.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Rangarajan will come into his last over of the spell. Cut away nicely at point. They will get that single. Punched it down, but that's in the gap. Can they pick up a second run? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. This is good thinking. Mark Laird, he understood that Mustafa was a little more wider, and the ball went towards his right on the squarish side towards that deep extra cover. Gauging it really well for the second run. Once again in the same direction. And once again, there's a chance of a couple of more runs. This time, no, they will settle for one. Yeah, you can see Leith wanted the second run, but Mark wasn't ready. He probably sent him back because the long on fielder came in too quickly to attack the ball, and probably Mark would have seen him from that end. Down the leg side. Down the leg side. They will not probably appeal for that one. And probably Mark would be feeling that he's missed out on a run scoring opportunity. That ball was just bowled so full, almost half volley on the pads. Mark just missing out on that one. Sweeps well, and will probably bring the deep square leg fielder in play. They will go back for the second run. The captain, of course, is on 15 or 14 deliveries, but Mark, who's on strike, will want to play this ball a little more safely for a couple of more runs, because this is the last ball of Rangarajan's spell. Even though there was width on offer, the safety line was all over his head probably. 18 gone, 123 for 6. So let's look at the wickets that's fallen. Of course, Rajiv Shah picking up the first one. And this was a very, very good catch. Of course, Raj Badare getting rid of Brett Crawford. And then it was Christian Stacey who had to go back. Very good catch from Aparsami Balaji at long on. And then immediately there was this peach of off-cutter that came in. And then the LBW decision, Rangarajan picking up his third wicket. Anthony, of course, doesn't disturb the scorers. Back live, starting of the 19th over. Good take from Sanjay. That 140 mark that I was talking about. Reed Davis, of course, will be definitely thinking of that one as well. Well, he's got probably less than 10 deliveries, 10, 11 deliveries to make it happen. Another single only. So 124. So exactly 10 deliveries from here on in. They'll probably will have to get 20 more of 10 deliveries. That should be running in their heads, and especially Mark's head, who's timed the ball really well, and now he's on strike. Mark. Gets beaten outside off. Good line from Ajay Garyali. And more than the line, the length. You cannot get under that length, isn't it, from that good length area. Drives one down the ground. That's in the gap and will be cut off nicely. Good stop. Very good stop at long off. There were two fielders converging in nicely, and that's definitely saving a couple of runs for USA in the field. The ground fielding has been really good. And they've definitely lived up to their expectations. There's Team USA winning the toss, looking to bowl first. Outside edge. Will not carry to short third. Will get that single. Good thing is he moved early, just outside off, but he will only get the single towards deep point. 19 gone, last over coming up, 127 for 6 Australia. And Raj to finish things off here by bowling the 20th over for USA. Lee Davis, 6 balls. What can he do? They can still manage to get to 140. The idea was completely right to go across the line and sweep him, but then he's missed it out completely. The ball is rolled over to the stumps and Raj picks up his first wicket. Captain walks back for Australia. Well, first ball of the 20th over and it's USA on the top once again. You see, the idea was right, going across the line of the stumps, trying to sweep one, but then the ball just brushing the pads of Lee Davis and disturbing the bails. Good start for the 20th over now for USA as Chris Perez walks in at number 9. Can he strike some meaty blows? He's got 5 deliveries to get his eye in, get the timing right, and get the placement right, everything. But the easiest way to do is put a set batter back on strike. Yeah, mark. He should be the man of the mark. Chris Perez, first ball. So 4 more deliveries to go now. And Raj wants the exact man in the right place. 128. USA will be really happy after winning the toss, electing to field first. They've restricted Australia to, you should say, a very gettable total. A formidable one. And once again, for an off spinner trying to go across the line of off stump and trying to sweep him across the line. Idea is completely right. But the timing needs to be perfect. If not, like Davis, the stumps might be disturbed. Just a little pause and play, and that's it. Stumped. Good take from Sanjay. Mark cleared also. Another set batter getting dismissed at the wrong time. That's been the norm here in this match for Australia. They've got their eye in, but they've not gone the distance. A small little pause and delivered the ball. That's it. That was enough to Fox, Mark Lade, and Sanjay gets the bails off in flash. So what a good last over this. First ball wicket. And now 2 very, very new batters to face the last 2 deliveries of this innings for Australia. And that's how Sanjay got the bails very, very soon. Couple of deliveries still remaining. 135 maybe, if not 140. Good line. Very good line again. Raj knows that the batters are lining him up to go on the onside. Just keeps it wide off stump. Just concede a single. So 129. Last ball of the innings. Like I said, it's a very, very good effort with the ball and the field here for USA. They've put Australia under a lot of pressure for sure. Down the leg side, last ball, probably not the right one for Raj. Boundary to end the over, boundary to end the innings. Hands on heads. Raj knows that he's committed a mistake. Wrong line for the left-hander, and that gave a lot of room for Chris Perez to free his arms behind square leg. Nobody there, acres of spaces, and the last ball of the innings goes for a boundary. So, even though it's not a very big total, probably they should carry this momentum along when they come out to bowl as well, Australia. 133 is what they have put up on the board, and the pick of the batters, of course, is Craig Mackay. 30 of just 20 odd deliveries. USA, when they come back to chase, they will be chasing, like I said, a very gettable, very chaseable 134 runs. And we'll come back soon. Of course, with the bowling card, two amazing bowlers. First, of course, Rajiv Shah, 3 overs. Of course, 4 overs, 3 wickets, 17 runs. And then Rangarajan, 4 overs, 3 wickets, 28 runs. Along with them, of course, Raj supporting them nicely in the wickets column with a couple of wickets. So it's a very clinical performance with the ball and the field. The 134 is what USA will need. And when the chase resumes, it'll be interesting to see how the bowlers of Australia fare in this wicket. The spinners, the slow bowlers, of course, have got a lot of pitches, have got a lot of sweet memories in this wicket in the first innings. Will that be the same? Will the slow bowlers also aid for Australia? We'll have to check out when we resume. The 134, like I said, and we'll come back soon in a jiffy. Don't go out anywhere. Stay tuned. Welcome back for the second innings now, as USA will have to start really solidly, as they always do. 134 will look like, a chaseable, gettable total. But if Australia can pick up early wickets, then they are also in for a chance. Be interesting to see how they will go about defending 133. With the scorecard, of course, 20 ball 30 from Craig McKay was a standout performance, and then Simon Tate and Christian Stacey put up a 43-run partnership. Apart from that, it was all Rajiv Shah and Rangarajan, two very good spinners of USA, sharing 6 wickets amongst themselves, and of course, Raj Bhadradre picking up a couple of wickets. But to open the innings, Monty is on strike alongside with Raj Srinivasan, and Mark Musk will open the innings with the ball for Australia. They've got a slip and a shortish cover into catching positions. First ball of the second innings. Down the leg side, clips that one nicely. That's running away to the boundary rope as well. Good shot, and first ball boundary here for USA. And a nice way to begin the chase. Wrong line, drifting on the pads, and that was enough for Monty. Just clipping it off his legs and getting to a very solid start. Monty Mathanda. Can Mark get his line right? Does get it right, but still, what a shot! Back foot punched through the covers, and a couple of more runs. He was in so much control in playing that shot as well. The line was completely right. The length was a touch shorter. Good punch off the back foot. Now that's a good length. That's what the first ball should have been from Mark Musk. Pulled away and in style for a second boundary of the over. Short ball, and that's punished without any courtesy there from Monty. It was short. It was sitting up nicely for the left-hander, and he swirls away with the angle of the ball as well towards that deep square leg for a second boundary of the over. The first boundary was the error in length, and now the second one, the error in line as well from Mark Musk. Oh, that's a big shot. That's cleared mid-off quite comfortably. And the third boundary of the over. This time, nothing wrong with Mark's line or length. The confidence that Monty has got in. Just went through with the shot. Yeah, good length area. Just got under the length nicely. Like I said, clearing mid-on very comfortably. And in the power play, this is a very, very good start for USA in the first over. 3 boundaries and a couple of runs. Dot ball to finish the first. 14 for no loss after the first over. And this is what happened in the last ball of the innings. The previous over, that's the 20th over when Australia was batting, and then when they came out with the ball, first ball towards Deep backward of square, then square leg, and then over mid-on for the third boundary from Monty Mathanda. 3 boundaries for him. And also a solid start from USA. 14 on the board, 14 for no loss. Mark Lurd will come in for the second over. And of course, Raj Srinivasan will get to bat against Australia for the first time in this match. And nicely bowled. Good start. Dot delivery. Oh, that was really well bowled. Back of the length. Was climbing on Raj Srinivasan. Got under the length. Lucky for him that he did not kiss the edge of the bat. Flicks it. Flicks it nicely towards that square leg boundary. That's running away. And Raj will get his first boundary as well. Error in the line. Hint of error. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Just a half a centimeter towards the leg stump. That's it. And Raj was ready for that good flick. Nice use of the wrist and the bottom hand, both coming into play to play that shot. You see how well he uses that bottom hand and the wrists both to get the perfect placement. Good camera angle, good shot as well to explain the shot once again. Also, if you kind of remember the flick that was being done in from Raj Srinivasan, he did not fall over. Kept his head still like that and was watching the ball until he hit it. Wide delivery now. Sometimes, generally, what happens is batters, they just get into the shot, and especially during those flick shots, they tend to fall over on their own weight. And then the head moves. The timing goes wayward, but nothing went wrong with Raj Srinivasan when he picked up that boundary. Head keeping it very straight, very still. Straight to point. A boundary to get that second over done. 19 for no loss.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Mark Musk now. Very good length. Perfect. Was drawing Monty on the front foot. I think he played the wrong line. Didn't go through on the offside. We wanted to play the ball on the onside or straight down the ground. Good start. Good start from Musk. the second over of his. Now gets behind the line nicely. Dot ball again though. 19 for no loss. Lofted away, over the top, nobody behind point, and another boundary here for Monty Mathanda. Width was on offer and he definitely gave it all. Did not hold back at all. There you go. A lot of width on offer, room to free his arms, and went through up and above the point region. Get another boundary for himself. That's his fourth boundary against Mark. Oh, well, that one was just swinging away. And there we go. Just got a lot of air. Nice swing in the air. Nothing off the pitch, no movement there, but that swing was really good. Once again, just swinging in the air. Mark Musk, he's bowled some boundary balls as well while he's been in operation, but these two deliveries, that's exactly what he needs to keep doing. Goes on the onside. And no protection. And another boundary towards mid-wicket. Yeah, once again, just straying down on the pads. And he's just enjoying his stay in the middle as of now. Against Musk is Monty Mathanda. Goes over to earn his fifth boundary. A half volley on the pads. And yeah, that's it. He helps himself across to the fifth boundary. 3 overs gone, 27 for no loss. Just 4 runs extra from a runner ball, that's all. That's not going to challenge the tall batting order of USA. 107 needed of 102 deliveries. 27 already. Very good start, especially from Monty against Mark Musk. That's why Mark Lead now will have to pull things back here for Australia. Of course, he also considered just 1 boundary. Good start again. And what he does is he also is a hit the deck sort of a bowler, is Mark Lead. And Mark Musk, mostly a swing bowler, relies on his swing. Down the leg side, good take. Very good take behind the stumps. Wide delivery, yes. Not easy to keep stumps closer while a pacer is bowling like Mark Lead. Like I said, he will hit the deck hard. Lofted. Nice looking shot. Mid on up in the ring, and it will go towards the long on boundary, but will be pulled back in. The timing was right. Probably the power was lacking behind that shot. And all that they get is that one single. And now for the first time in this innings is Monty Mathanda facing up against Mark Lead. All the 5 boundaries that he scored is come against Mark Musk. Pulled away off the back foot. What a strong shot. Another boundary here. Oh, that's gone all the way for 6 even. Monty Matanda. First 6 for him. Short of a land delivery, wrong length from Mark Laird, and he was waiting on the back foot. Sitting pretty and comfortable on the back foot. There we go. Drags it from outside the off stump for that big 6. Using the power play to good effect. Here is Monty Matanda. And he's given a blazing start for USA. Again, drives it through covers. Towards deep extra cover. Boundary. He quickly moves on to 32 now as Monty Matanda. In just 14 deliveries. Trying to alter his length. Trying to go fuller. But then it just ended up giving a lot of room outside the off stump for Monty. Is Mark Laird. And he's not going to miss out on those. Definitely. Mark Laird and Mark Musk, both the openers of Australia, have been taken to the cleaners here for Monty Matanda. Outside edge. Genuine. Thick outside edge. Boundary. Shot third fielder inside the ring. And it's been Monty Matanda's afternoon here. This time, nothing too wrong with the length or the line. Just did not get it off the middle of the bat. Monty, if he had, the ball would have gone to long off where there's a fielder that's been dropped back because they bought the deep third fielder up in the ring just after that boundary. Witt, oh, doesn't go against that one. Costly over here. 4 overs gone, 43 for no loss. Australia needs to do something different now because 4 overs, both the opening bowlers have gone for plenty of runs. 2 overs 21 for Mark Lee, 2 overs 22 for Mark Musk. And it's all been Monty Matanda, who's got 36 of the 43 that's been put up on the board. And the required runs is definitely under 6 runs and over now. 91 of 96 deliveries is what is needed. As I think there'll be the first change up in the bowling. Paris will come into the attack for the 5th over. Good start. Very good start. With on offer, cut away, but straight to backward of point. Definite boundary ball being stopped at point. But what a start. What a blazing start from USA for this run chase. Wide ball. No, he takes it back. He takes it back. He takes it back, I reckon. First, he stretched his arms wide open, but then I think he felt that the ball was inside the wide marker. Takes it back. Let's look at the signal from the umpire. Yeah, probably just inside the wide line, maybe. Good over this. Chris Perez coming in, 3 dot deliveries. Interesting run up as well. He comes in from almost that short extra cover region into the popping crease. Yeah, there we go. And this probably should capture his run up. This angle, of course. Now, yeah, there we go. It is almost starting from that short extra cover region, and then he comes in very wide sort of a run up. But that's paying Australia with good results. That's just the first run of the over. Now, what is he going to do against the might of Monty Mathanda? Probably we'll have to wait for another over now. I guess fire was gone.
Yash
43,
Technologies is
44
among
on the
the
board.
largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So, Chris Perez just applying some breaks here for this great start for USA, especially for Monty Matanda. He did not get to face a ball. Now there's a second change up in the bowling attack. Dot ball. Last over of the power play. USA will want to do something out of this. Run about exactly now. 90 needed. Once again, straight to the man at point. Raj Srinivasan played out the entire over, the previous one. Now, a couple of deliveries. It's gone down. And now there is a chance for Monty Matanda to get back on strike. Like after 9 deliveries. We'll have to see those 9 deliveries. Has it done any hampering for Matanda's concentration? I don't think so. Down the leg side, wide ball, and also the keeper doesn't take it well. So it's going to be 2 wides. Very nicely bowled again. Most important that they keep the boundary balls away. Last couple of deliveries of the power play. And once again, just back of the length. And they will go through. Very nicely bowled again. Right, last ball of the power play. Matanda, he's been quiet in the last 2 overs. Can he go big? Will try to go big, but doesn't get the timing right. Very good 5th and 6th over from Australia. Power play gone, 48 for no loss. So Australia just pulling things back in 2 overs. That's the fifth and the sixth inside the power play. They've not conceded any boundary in that fifth and the sixth over. So that's why that required rate is just slightly jumped up above 6 runs an over. Chris Perez. Huge appeal, and probably that's gone down the leg side. That's gone towards the fine leg boundary and will be pulled back in. I think Raj Srinivasan is suggesting that it was bat to the umpire. There are a couple of runs from the bat as well. Chris Perez. The smile on his face, of course, is Raj was indicating that it was bat. Pulls that one nicely. That's probably will test the mid-wicket fielder. Good fielding though. 50 up for USA with that one. Good stop from Christian Stacey at mid-wicket. Now for Monty Mathanda, Chris is going around the stumps. A 50 partnership as well for the first wicket. So how is he going to start his run-up? For the right-hander, of course, he starts from short extra cover, almost getting into the popping crease, and probably he will also go between the stumps and the umpire maybe. That's why I think Steve Buckner has got the couple of paces behind. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Dot ball. It is so difficult now for a left-hander. Now watch Monty Mathanda. He's got 3 people, including Perez, to see the ball. 1, of course, is Raj Srinivasan, 1 Steve Buckner, and 3 the bowler himself. There we go. And he still picks the length. Even with 3 people covering the ball, he gets a boundary. This is some talent. Short of a length, and then that's been punished once again behind square. It is so difficult to see the ball from that angle as a left-hander, but then he had a short time in which he had to pick the length of the ball, and like an eagle, of course, he did pick it. Yeah, there we go. He's having a good time in the air, in the sky, enjoying this beautiful view in Houston. Quickly raced to 40 of just 19 deliveries. There's Monty Mathanda. Patiently plays the good length ball down. Last ball of the 7th over. First boundary that's been scored against Chris Perez. 79 to get of 79 deliveries. And the dot ball to finish. This is a challenge here against Monty Mathanda. 7 gone, 55 for no loss.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
$79 to get of 78 deliveries. Brett Crawford just gives a little bit of a width outside the off stump for Raj. Nudged away nicely behind point for a couple of runs. Exactly a runner ball. 77 of 77. And Australia, yeah, they'll need to break this opening stand if they have to really dictate terms against the strong batting lineup of USA. They'll need wickets because if USA plays, say, 18 overs, that's it. Match is done. Huge appeal. Huge appeal. Was that close enough? No. Umpire doesn't think so. It's it the leg by. If he's so, then it's probably the height. Where was it hitting him? Above the knee roll, is it? Very, very good decision from the umpire. Yeah, there we go. It was almost hitting him on the arm. Fabulous. Once a single has been sent back quickly. Top edge. He's not timed it really well. And will land in the hands of the fielder. Well, Monty Matanda has to now depart, and Australia will breathe a big, big sigh of relief. He was playing it across the line, and Brett Crawford strikes here for Australia. The danger man now will have to walk back. It wasn't the length to actually sweep. Yeah, there we go. It was not full for the shot to be played as a sweep shot. That was a problem. It was a wrong shot selection, and that's why the top edge that just ballooned up in the air. And that's it. Has to walk back. Nice catch by Chris Paris. But what an innings. What an innings here from Monty Matanda. He's just made sure that he puts USA in complete control. In doing so, 40 of just 23 deliveries. Last ball of the eighth over coming in. Mustafa Hemani comes across at number 3. Yeah, last ball of the 8th, and a single will be taken in as well. Yeah, very successful over here from Brett Crawford, as Australia have broken through the opening stand. 59 for 1 after 8 overs, and there'll be change in voices in the commentary box. I'm Navin Chaudhary, who will be taking out for a little break, and Nikhil Bhatt will be joining us from the commentary box as well. Over to you, Nikhil. And Nikhil will join in soon. As I'm not sure I'll be still along with you guys as well. 59 for 1 for USA as Mustafa Hemani. He's just got off the mark. First ball in the previous over. Chris Perez once again. Brilliant line. This makes matters a little tough for the right-handers as the starting point of his run-up is almost that short extra cover region. Not anywhere in sight of the batter. You have to have a wider angle to come out there and see the ball. Good stop at that gully region. Hemani will get another single. So 75 of 71. How much of an impact is Monty Mathanda's dismissal now going to be on the US run chase? Huge appeal from behind the stumps, and the finger has gone up. Raj Srinivasan is walking back. Chris Perez strikes. Well, good catch there behind the stumps, and they all went up in unison from behind the stumps. The gully slips, and the keeper, everybody. And the second opener now for USA will have to walk back. Just a faintest of the edge, I reckon. Right. Good line delivery. He was playing on the back foot. Good catch. Very good catch behind the stumps. And they all instantly appealed. They got the reward for that one. And Mason getting rid of Raj Srinivasan. And like I said, Chris Perez, he makes matters so tough for the right-hander as he almost comes in from that short extra cover region at the top of his run-up mark. So 1 brings 2 here for Australia. Yeah, the opening stand had a blazing start, especially Monty Mathanda doing all the damage. And then now, Raj Srinivasan is just been sent back by a very good catch by Adam Mason behind the stumps. And that's brought in Niravalia in at number 4. And he's here because of some wonderful bowling performance here from Chris Perez. Because see, like I said, he starts his run up from that short extra cover region and makes it so tough for the right-hander to actually even pick the ball unless and until he comes near the popping crease. There is no sight of the ball at all for the batter. Last ball of the 9th over. Just 1 run coming off of this over. A quicker delivery and 1 run and a wicket. It will be. 9 overs gone. 60 for 2. Brett Pulls that back of the line delivery. Good stop, but covers. Nicely diving away towards his left. Yeah, will be congratulated by his teammates as well because that's lifting the spirits up. They're slowly trying to apply big breaks. Once again, hit down the ground really hard. That's gone in the gap towards deep extra cover. Chases on, but the batters will come back for the second run. Good chase to pull the ball back in. Slight width on offer. Doesn't get the placement right. Has to be said, Adam Mason, he's got a good time behind the wicket as of now in this first 10 overs almost. One good catch. Also to dismiss Raj Srinivasan. He would have been really dangerous if he stayed on. But now, Mustafa and Nirav, they'll have to think fresh. They'll have to start fresh. 71 only. A lot of time left in this to get those 71 runs. But like I said, if Australia keep picking up wickets, then they're definitely in for a chance. Good line again. Very good line.
मैंने कहा फायदा नहीं है विकेट में पॉइंट दो मतलब एक्स्ट्रा काम करने का फायदा तब होता ना बंदे को
No is the call for the single. Good call. Very good call there from Mustafa Hemani.
जो आइडिया था ना हमारा के
As the 10th over concludes, guest players will walk out for a little drinks break. 63 for 2.
Yash
71 needed
Technologies is among
of
the
60.
largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Just a small breather there for all the players as they resume after 10 overs, 63 for 2, 71 near of 60. That's Chris Perez. Will start off with a nice ball. Just outside the off stump, beating Mustafa Hemani into his last over. What a spell against all the odds stacked up against the Aussie bowlers. Chris Perez again gets a dot ball outside the off stump. He's keeping it tight. I would have wanted one of the overs of Chris Perez to be safeguarded in the bank for, say, a later stage of the game when there is real need to break a partnership. Could have gone in with a change of bowlers because these two batters have just walked in. They're just trying to get their eye in, and of course, Hemani has now played 10 deliveries. Nirav is still not off the mark with 5 deliveries. So could have actually saved Chris Perez for the later stage, just in case if you need any firepower to come out there and stop the US from getting closer to 134. Now Nirav gets off the mark. Nirav Walia. Nevertheless, a couple of more deliveries from Chris's spell. Another single only on the offer. And the reason why I say that there should have been another thought process of saving Chris's one over at least, because he's so economical. Most economical bowler today, maybe. And they will not take the single of the last ball. So 4 overs, just 12 runs and a wicket. Phenomenal economical spell here from Chris Perez. 66 for 2 after 11. Nine more overs remaining. 68 to get. Brett Crawford will continue. Nice looking lofted drive. Will beat the man at mid-off. Good timing there from Mustafa Hemani. He gets his first boundary. First attacking shot being executed here from Mustafa. He says, okay, 10 deliveries is what I've got the comfort to get my eye in, and now goes for a big shot. There was mid-off up in the ring, but had to take up that challenge because the required rate was just jumping above almost 7.5 runs an over. Once again goes over the top. This time there is long on and will just be a single. Will not carry though. With the way he timed it, I thought Mustafa Hemani has timed it really well for the ball to fall in the hands of the long on fielder, but not to be. Dot ball. That's in the gap now. That's running away towards deep extra cover. Boundary now. Nirav Walia gets in the mix. He gets his first boundary. There was the length that was an issue. It was a half volley. There was a close in catching fielder, but then Nirav had all the luxury in the world to free his arms and get under the length very comfortably. So second boundary of the over. Can this be the over for US to change some momentum? Because it's been all Australia from over number 5 or 6. Because they've picked up quick wickets. They've also put huge breaks on the scoring rate of the USA batters. Last ball of the 12th. Wanted to drive through the covers, but misses it. 12 overs gone, 75 for 2.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
If you look at that scoring comparison, the yellow line, of course, is Australia's, and the blue one is for the US. Yeah, they've started off really well, very comfortably ahead of Australia. But at this point, both the lines are meeting in, exactly meeting. So that shows after 12 overs, USA were probably around 70, 75 runs per the 2 or 3 wickets that they would have lost. We'll get the right numbers though. And Australia, the yellow lines on the Manhattan, they've lost wickets at very regular intervals. Unlike US, of course, they have lost a couple of them. Huge width on offer. Even the diving point fielder cannot stop it. Boundary. Mustafa Hemani places it really well. Wrong line from Anthony to begin with. And he's paid the price for that one.
इसका एडेप्टर वो वहाँ पर ग्रीन वाली जगह पे जहाँ पर टेबल रखी है उसके सामने रखा था.
Nudged away. Outside edge, thickish one, and no third fielder. And the ball will probably not reach the boundary rope. And the captain himself gives the chase and does not allow the ball to reach the boundary rope there. Davis, the captain. Drives it nicely. There's a man at deep sweeper cover. There'll be only the one. Another single. Single down towards long off to end the 13th over. 13 gone. 85 for 2. Once again, the ball stops near the boundary ropes. Australia will like it though. If it doesn't cross the ropes, they'll be happy. So just 47 to get 41 deliveries. It's always hovering around 7.5 runs per over. But now it's almost 6.5. And now again, as Christian Stacey has come into the attack, they will once again think of picking up a wicket. But then Adam Mason behind the stumps doesn't collect that one. Dot ball. Had that expansive drive in his mind, isn't it? Neither. Dot balls. Yeah, that's also a pathway to picking up a wicket, because under pressure, when you're chasing, you try and play a shot which is non-existent and then try and commit an error. So something that Australia will have to keep in mind as well. Try and bowl one or two quiet overs, like really quiet overs. So then there is the chance of these batters playing out of the ordinary shots and probably being priced for that one. Yeah, see, something like that. Something like that. Mustafa Hemani, from the time he's walked in, he's not played any wrong shot. But you never know what will pressure do to a batter. Easily nudges it off the back foot. Will keep strike for the 15. 14 gone. 89 for 2.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
.45 to get in the last 6 overs. Good drive. That's in the gap and probably will not beat the long off fielder. Will come across towards long on. Good chase. Keep the ball in play. And he was standing at long off. There was only a mid on. Nobody behind him. Good stop. Very good stop. Such efforts are needed now. Oh, Adam Mason takes it nicely behind the stumps. Anthony provides a lot of width outside the off stump. Hemani was asking if the ball was wide enough, but no. Good decision again from the umpire, because the batter was close enough to the ball to play a shot. That's what the rule book says. Connects it this time and will probably come back for the second run, is it? Yeah, they will. Because the fielder was a left-hander, so he had to go across the ball to get to his stronger side. That's the left side. Yeah, has he got under the length? I guess he has. And this time will go to the boundary rope at long on. After a long time, Hemani gets the boundary. And the reason for that is he got the bat under the length of the ball. There we go. Big bottom hand coming into play. Beats mid-on, yes. But the previous time when he played that shot, the long off fielder came across and stopped it, but not this time. Nicely driven through the covers. Single again.
उई, ये किसने बोला था ये मोहसिन ने दिमाग में डाला ये मेरे
मेरे लिए काम करता है तू अरे अपना काम है तुझे पता हम कभी
You see that boundary once again. Big bottom hand that came in. Used the long handle as well. So end of the 15th over, we'll get the score confirmation soon.
इधर साइड आ इधर से देख इधर साइड से देख भाई कैमरा को रख वहां पे साइड से आ फिक्स क्या किया है ये साथ लगाया ये टेढ़ा हो गया पर नहीं बबल कैसे वो बबल स्ट्रेट अभी मैं उधर वाला नहीं कर सकता उधर वाला तुम्हें करना पड़ेगा हम रनिंग बैक ओके
क्या करना पड़ेगा
खाना तुम्हारा वो जो छोटा टेंट है ना वहां से आएगा पर मैं तुम्हारे लिए 2 डब्बे वहां से भी ले आया
नहीं करना क्या वहाँ पर
जैसे मैंने किया
अच्छा मतलब वो मुझे बड़ी वाली एसजीआई सबसे बड़ी लंबी वाली देगी क्या ठीक करना है
Chris Stacey. Oh, should have stopped that single. It wasn't there. It wasn't there at all. They created a single out of nothing. Christian Stacey, of course, has that experience to put some pressure on. Can he try and get the partnership broken here? Because it's 39 runs and 99 here for USA, and if they get that 100 run mark, they'll be only needing 34 from here on in. I remember almost at the same time as Australia also got their 100. Quicker delivery again from Stacey. Good stop at point. 100 up for the US in this run chase, and then just 34 needed. That's the important aspect of it, because they're chasing 134. Like I said, it's not a challenge for the strong US batting lineup. Stepping down the wicket, will go straight to long on for another single. Captain's down there, the Aussie skipper. Expansive drive, but single only towards long off. So the only way now Australia will probably march back into this match is by picking up a wicket, by breaking this partnership. 42 runs of 43 deliveries. And see, this is exactly why I was talking about keeping another over of Chris Perez. 4 overs, 12 runs and a wicket. So imagine now if you had another over of Chris Perez coming in. He's trying to give himself a lot of room, but will manage to get the single towards long off. 16 gone, 103 for 2. Craig McKay to come into the attack for the 17th over. 31 needed of 4 overs. Huge shot that's come out of the blade here, and what a catch at long off! Wow! Using the height to good effect, and Mustafa Hemani, even though he had timed it really well, the height that is available was used really well. Now he was playing it away from the body. That's probably one error, that he might not have got the power behind the shot, but still the catch had to be taken because it was traveling fast, traveling really above his head. And look at the way he went with both hands to break this partnership. Well, can this be a big comeback window here for the Aussies? There's a very, very good catch there from Steve Mudford. That's bringing in Mohsin Khan here at number 5. Loads of experience, but it'll be really interesting to see that catch again. The only problem, what I felt, is Mustafa was just playing the ball away from his body. Look at this. It was outside off stump. He did not go towards the pitch of the ball or towards the line of the ball. He played it away from the body. That's probably the reason why there was no power that was being generated behind the shot. But what a catch. What a catch from Steve Mudford. And let's look at the catch again and see how far the ball was. Beautiful camera angles that's been provided for this explanation. And also, I guess the bat was turning in his hand. So the bottom hand that he's known for is Hemani, that did not come out. That probably was the reason why there was no power behind that shot. Whatever said and done, the catch of Steve Mudford, and that's a standout today for Australia. In the entire match, I should say, not just in the bowling department, in the entire match. Good drive. Mohsin Khan gets off the mark. Ball goes straight towards deep covers, and I'll tell you what, this is the first time that the required rate for US has jumped up, crossing the 8 run per over mark. It's 8.18 now. That's what a wicket does. And even these singles are probably just buying time from both the sides before the inevitable 30 of 22. Make that 21 now with the last 3 deliveries remaining in the 17th over. Craig McKay striking in his first over though. Slapped away. That's in the gap towards mid-wicket and will beat the boundary as well. Nicely placed that one, Mohsin Khan. That'll ease a lot of pressure. Dragged it from outside off. There was deep mid-wicket and there was long on as well. And had to bisect both the fielders. He played it in front of square so nicely, is Mohsin Khan. There we go. Picked up that length early and played it in front of square. That's why he was able to pierce the gap between mid-wicket and long on. That's why we keep talking about timing so much. Last ball of the 17th. And that boundary ball that he hit. If he had played it a little more late and towards that fielder at mid-wicket, he would have just probably got a single only. But nevertheless, he played it early, got the boundary, 17 gone, 110 for 3.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers, with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
3 overs. 24 to get. Christian Stacey comes across. And now, even if there was 1 over of the pick of the bowlers here for Australia, Chris Perez, things would have been a little more pressurous for US. But nevertheless, they still need to get 24. Stacey, what's he got? Doesn't time it well. Mohsin Khan probably just get a single away. That's all, is it? And he's asking for a dead ball. Yeah, absolutely correct, because the ball was actually hitting the batter at the other end, and as per Christian Stacey's appeal, the dead ball call was oh, hang on, the single has been awarded. I think the ball hit Nirav Walia on the way, and the umpire reversed his decision. Probably initially he just accepted Christian's appeal, but then he just reversed his decision and awarded that single. Yeah, it was unintentional. We saw that in the replay. At first instance, it probably thought it hit Nirav's bat, and then he just pushed that one away. But no, not to be. Very unintentional. So that's why the run was awarded. And they want 1 boundary in the over. That's exactly what the mindset is for US, because they're probably feeling that they should not be taking it too deep. That's why we saw 2 big shots in the first 2 deliveries, both from Mohsin and Nirav. And there we go. Like I said, it was completely unintentional. Top edge. Who wants it is the call. Fielders running behind and will not get under the ball. Single only. It's a 3rd straight risky shot that's been played here from Mohsin Khan and US. Yeah. Now, for the first time, it's almost touching 8.5 runs per over. 21 to get of 15. They need a boundary in this over for sure. And that's the quench. That probably will still not be achieved. Couple of deliveries again from Stacey. He'll have to finish well. Does finish well. Nice length. Doesn't get the batter to get under the length. Yeah, that's where the big shots come out so easily and so effectively. When once the batter gets under the length of the ball, yeah, that's the biggest issue for the bowler. And once again, no timing, but oh, good effort in the deep. Was not able to stop the boundary though. Under pressure, gets a boundary here. There's Mohsin Khan. Again, no proper timing, not really off the middle of the bat, but then it was played in front of square and the mid-wicket fielder was a little more finer. Boundary. 18 gone, 120 for 3. Full marks for the effort of the fielder at mid-wicket, but this outfield is so quick and it will challenge the best of the best. 14 to get of 12. Look at that boundary ball again and the effort from the fielder. Yeah, that was good. but not good enough to stop the ball inside the boundary rope. Red, Craig McKay. Again, keeping it away from the batters, straight to short at extra. Dot ball is what matters the most. 14 to get off 11 now. How much will US want to keep for the last over? Probably not more than 8-9 runs. Outside edge, you could have left that alone. We'll get only a 1 for that one. Again, just a single down towards long on. 11 to get now. And it's getting tighter and tighter. So who's going to blink the eye first is the question. Just once again, straight to that man at short third. Good position. The captain himself, Davis, is stationed there. 9 balls, 11 runs. We were thinking that USA will probably have that cakewalk through, but again, some very good bowling from Australia. Dug that one away towards deep extra cover. Very good looking shot, but just the one. Very tough shot to play as well, because we'll have to just make that very split second decision of whether to open the face of the blade or just go down the ground towards long on. Nirav did open the face of the blade and just got 1 run. So 10 to get off 8. Low full toss. They appeal for that one. Moshin, was he inside? I guess the square leg umpire will probably say yes, maybe he was inside. Ten to get. Very good over here from Craig McKay. And also finishes well. Probably there will be a chance for a couple of runs. So in the last over, they'll be needing 8 runs. Yeah, 19 gone, 126 for 3. So last over, 8 needed. Width on offer, that's gone in the gap, and they will probably come back for the second run. And good running, very good running here from Nirav Walia and Moshin Khan. 6 needed of 5 deliveries. I probably never thought that this will go down to the last drop in the water bottle. They'll take some time off. They will once again try to keep things going. As this cost another wicket. Well. Is this the time that Australia will want to pull the last trick out of the hat? Christian Stacey, he's just produced something astonishing here. Yeah, let's look at what happened there. It was a ball that was pitching on good length area and probably just trying to drive off the back foot. Did he take his leg off? Crucial decision coming in, probably. They were appealed, of course, for the stumping. Very important decision. Adam Mason, he's taken the glove and ripped the bails off immediately. I guess that's given out, I reckon, probably, is it? Well, yes. In fact, Ajay Gurali has walked out to the centre. Six needed of 4. And once again, not properly timed that one. 5 needed of 3 now. Can they get one away? Because remember, the last ball of Australia's innings was a boundary that was being scored. Uppishly played, will probably not carry too long off. Single only again. During the Australia's batting lineup, of course, there was Chris Perez who scored that boundary. Inside edge. Again, straight to the man at square leg. Oh, hang on. This has now gone down to the last drop in the water bottle. 4 needed of 2 deliveries. This is tense situation in the T20 format. 131, last ball remaining. In fact, 3 needed. They have to get a boundary. If not, it's all Australia. And Stacey, he'll be just wanting to bowl a legal delivery, that's all. Hasn't timed it. And Australia clinch a thriller here. Well. They've defended 134 against a very strong batting lineup of USA. 131 is what they've got on the board, that's all. And Australia win this probably by 2 runs. Yeah, that's it. What a match, what a finish. And the last ball boundary while Australia was batting, that probably has created a big difference. When they were batting, they scored a last ball boundary that put the score to 133. And Australia, they have defended 133 because USA have not scored a boundary in the 19th or the 20th over. The boundary ball never came in. Wow, that's big, that's massive. Nobody saw that coming. And it'll be a very painful loss here for the US because they did not expect this. They would have come out there, especially with Monty Mathanda's numbers. Look at this, 40 of 23 deliveries, that's all. Raj Srinivasan gave a big opening stand in the middle. They would have wanted to chase this off very soon, or probably at least in the last over. 8 was needed in the last over and they could not get it. They just could not get it. Again, the bowling card does not look daunting. That does not say the story at all with the number of wickets going down. But in the last over, it was Christian Stacey who defended 8 runs. That's really important. And no boundary ball, no boundary shot that's coming across. That's probably been the reason for the downfall of USAA in this match. Like I said, Australia, they win this by 2 runs. A narrow margin of victory, the narrowest that you can call. And this is definitely a complete entertainment sort of a match, because the result was achieved in the last ball. It went down all the way to the last drop of the water bottle. And yeah, very, very good match on our hands. Disappointing there for the supporters of USA. But yeah, supporters of Australia, they'll be really rejoicing this match summary card. Well, on that note, I'm Navin Chaudhary. I'll be signing off as of now, and see you soon the upcoming matches. Thank you so much. Take care.